Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I wanted to talk about all of my 2026 knitting plans and kind of just my plans for content creation in the new year. Throughout this video, I will put up pictures of everything I'm talking about. That way you guys have a reference and it's not just me talking at the camera. Starting with my 2026 knitting plans before I get into my content plans, I obviously want to finish things that I started 2025. So the whips I have going right now are quite a few. I frogged my chestnut sweater and I'm reallocating that yarn. So that's the first thing I did. I need to finish my deep sea sweater first and foremost because that is a test knit and I need to get that in before the due date so that Nautical Knits can release her pattern. So that pattern will be released in March sometime. I think the end of March, but I have to have my sweater done by the beginning of March. So my deep sea sweater is number one on my 2025 knitting agenda. And then my Fisher Folk Fancy sock set. I want to do a ton of fun colorwork socks. I talked about that in my last video. I have one sock done, not completely done. I still have to finish the toe, but it's like done minus 30 minutes of knitting. So I have to finish that and then make the other sock. That's kind of my side project for when I'm not working on my other nautical knits. My Nordic mix sweater is on hold. I will either have to put that on cord or finish it because right now I'm going to start needing the cables that's on pretty soon. But by the time I finish that sweater, I think it's going to be starting to get a little bit warmer out where I live. And right now it's super snowy. Like I'm looking outside and we have probably like 12 inches of snow on the ground, and it would have been great to finish it now, but I just don't have it finished, and I just don't know if I'm going to be motivated to finish it because I won't be able to get a lot of wear out of it because it'll be warming up by the time I finish. And on that note, I did design my own colorwork chart for a different colorwork sweater, which is what my chestnut sweater is getting reallocated to. But that yarn is from American Ewe, which is by Cece's Wool, I believe, or Cece's Wool is by American Ewe. I don't know, but they're connected somehow, and I love that yarn. But they are dyeing me the second color that I need and sending that to me, so that might be a while. Will I release that colorwork chart and pattern? I don't know. I am working on a small, medium, large, extra large to extra large, hopefully up to 4X, but I will be knitting myself the small. And if I can grade a pattern for larger sizes, I will release it, but if not, that'll just be for me. I have somebody helping me on the larger sizes. I will need a tech editor of some sort though, but that's kind of in the future. If I decide to release it, I might knit it and decide that this isn't worth publishing. I don't know, but that is in the works, and that's the first time I've said anything about it because I don't really want to make promises that I'm going to release a sweater pattern and then not release a sweater pattern, but at the very least I am knitting it for myself, so that you can count on. I want to get into a lot of garments that are not sweaters, so I already started the Rosamond tank top that is by Starcross Knits, and she also has the Ophelia top, which I already bought that pattern, but now I'm looking at the Ophelia blouse, which is like the one that's open down the front. And I'm like, wow, I kind of like that one better, but at the time I didn't like that one better. I don't know. I'll have to look through my pattern and see which one I like. I don't mind buying both, honestly, but I would love to make the Ophelia blouse in the Knitting for Olive silk and cream in that white color because I love a lacy white tank top with jeans, like that one scene in Practical Magic, like the cover, you know what I mean? I love that outfit, and I would love to have 10 outfits like that. And speaking of, I'd also like to sew myself tank tops, but I'll get into sewing in a little bit. Some other things that I would like to knit, I'm going to knit the Brightest Tee by Lily Kate Makes. I'm going to knit that in my Knit Picks Stroll in, I believe it's called Dove Heather, but some other knits I want to do are the Boxy Tee or the Baby Tee or both by Wool and Beyond and the Tanny Cardigan. I want to get into more garments that aren't just like pullover sweaters and more things that are layers or tops. moving into sewing and homeware, I will hopefully be moving into my own place. Oh, there goes Daisy. I will be moving into my own place this year. Again, I'm just staying at my mom's for a while. But when I'm in my own place, I really want to get into sewing and cooking. And I already cook a lot. I just don't cook here because there's really no need, but I cook all the time. I love cooking. I like to make homemade jam, homemade granola, breakfast, all my meals, charcuterie boards, you name it. So I would love to film cooking content. I don't really bake, but I would love to get into baking. I'm just so bad at it. And on new content, also, I used to post about perfume. I really don't anymore. And beauty content, which I've been posting a little bit more of lately. Running, it's way too cold and icy outside to run right now, but I would love to get more into running. I just have to kind of work around the weather, unfortunately, where I live, and I would love to move someplace with nicer weather. That way I didn't have to work around the weather with training, but right now I really do. I'm not a treadmill girl. I want to run outside, and that just is what it is. I just overall want to round out my channel as more of a lifestyle creator, do more vlogs, travel, maybe a moving vlog, decorating my apartment, and focus less on knitting. My main content will still be knitting, but I want to like pepper in other videos as well. I also kind of want to get into streaming. I watch Mandy Bossard stream Nancy Drew, and I just love it. I would love to stream Nancy Drew or a fun little game. But really, I'm still going to focus on crafting, so knitting and hopefully sewing. I also want to make myself filet crochet curtains and other types of curtains for my new home, and kind of maybe do some like placemats and homewares. I will put up like inspo pics for those and some more patterns I want to try with sewing. I really want to get into making a lot of my own clothes. And especially for summer, I really like a boxy linen-y pant and a boxy linen-y short, but I kind of find them hard to find the way I like them, and they're just so simple that I definitely think I could make a ton of dresses, like linen dresses, linen pants, linen skirts, shorts, that kind of thing for myself. I will also show you my Pinterest collages that I use to kind of like manifest the vibes for 2026. I have one that is my Florida vibes because I'm applying for jobs in Florida, and fingers crossed I get offered one, but right now it's not looking like that. And then I have another one which is just kind of like cool girl, fun colors, just more good vibes. I also have a bunch of kitchen pins that I've been playing around with. So that is short and sweet. I tried not to make this video too long, so hopefully that wasn't too boring. I hope you guys enjoy this. Please let me know what your project plans are for 2026. I love hearing from you guys. I love reading comments. I love replying to comments. My Pinterest and all my other socials will be linked below. I'm trying to start posting on YouTube more and less on TikTok, so you can find me here and on Instagram. And I love you all so very much. Say it back, please.